The Trailblazers focused as they walk into the locker.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. And now the Lakers starting group. You've got Caldwell Pope. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Marc Gasol. Then it's Matthews. And it's James in at the 1 spot. And for Portland, Derek Jones is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Trent in at the 2 guard. Now here's Gasol. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself. Got a piece of it. They retain possession. Lets it go from deep. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Have to guard Covington at all times from outside the arc. He is lethal from deep.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. It's a 3-point game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game. Now, here's Lillard. And the points coming for him in big bunches. His average stands at just about 29.5 points a game. Caldwell Pope left side. And he gets the bucket. You know, at this point of the year, what's the main thing Brent, a head coach, has to do to keep his team focused for the second half of the season?
I think at this point, the foundation that you've laid should be there. So now what you try to do is schematically, maybe you go through some different defensive coverages. You try some different combinations of players to make sure that guys can make that adaptability quick enough that if that becomes part of a playoff scheme, you're ready for it.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Gasol trying to free himself up, and James throws it down.
LeBron James, here's the report, Kevin, still athletic.
On the wing, Jones, and it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Now here's Lillard. He's coming off a 25-point game against Denver. From deep 3-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some.
Now defensively, you like to try and run Lillard off of that spot because, man, he gets it going out there, he's going to hurt you.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind. One of the game's very best offensive rebounders, Kanter also has the wherewithal to quickly convert for the score.
Back to LeBron. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Now, here's Covington. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Kanter finds Lillard. Outside, Jones. Just 5 to shoot. 4-3, Covington. Kicks it out to Jones. Covington down low, guarded by Kuzma. Right wing, here's Trent. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kanter.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Caruso looking for an opening. It's stolen by Jones. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Lobs it up for Anthony.
Heads up play by Rodney Hood.
1:30 left in the first. Here's Horton Tucker. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And it's Harrell at the elbow. And the Lakers with another turnover here. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserves.
Probably looking for more of the same here. As we know, a deep bench So crucial to any team's success.
Here's Morris after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Well, shots like that drive coaches batty. I'll be shocked if he attempts that shot again.
An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Melo has to be in position for plays like that. That time, perfect position.
And there is a whistle. That'll go on Derek Jones. That's his first foul. 43 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Horton Tucker.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Jones dishes to Carmelo. And it's Hood in the corner. 5 on the clock. The drive by Anthony. The putback, and Cantor able to finish.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Caruso, the pass to Caldwell Pope. It's stolen by Jones. And now Portland on the break. Moving it up with 2 seconds left. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back to the action after this word.
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So the Lakers 5 right now. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Markieff Morris. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 3 spot. Lakers trail by 8. LeBron drives in. And it's sent back by Lillard. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. And some changes here for the Lakers. Marc Gasol comes in for Morris. And Wesley Matthews subbed in for Alex Caruso. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Lillard against LeBron. Outside Anthony. Gasol with the steal. Now Harrell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game, Greg, wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Covington. Anthony trying to get open. Covington's shot is off. Lakers trail by 6.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Pass to Trent. Back to Lillard. Here's Covington. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Covington's got 5 points so far.
All-out effort all the time. Covington was undrafted, and he's worked his way into NBA minutes.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Trailblazers leading by 4. It's Covington on the wing. Outside Hood. Matthews with the steal. Kuzma with it. Now guarded by Hood. It's LeBron with the drive. Count it.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And Portland making a change here. Cantor's checked in. Lakers shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
and they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball after the basket by the Lakers.
The defender gets a little over-aggressive, which is understandable. Cantor is a big, active guy to try and guard.
Portland shooting their first free throws of the game.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
Jones checked in for Portland. And Fernie Simons comes in for Damian Lillard. And the Lakers also making a switch. McKinney's checked in.
Just looks so easy for LeBron James, a powerhouse who can score from anywhere.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. There's 1:26 left here in the second. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Great communication on the alley-oop. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Simons. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Passes to Trent. Back to Covington. Trailblazers moving the ball around. The pass to Trent. 4 on the clock. Kicks it out to Jones. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Back to LeBron. Kuzma against Jones. The 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Yeah, I mean, their execution at times was flawless, but they also made some mistakes that ultimately did them in.
Well, they had the home fans worried for a little bit. I know that.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. To the wing right side with 4 seconds on the clock. He gets it up. And no good that time. So that'll be it for the first half. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They've got a 2-point lead. Kenny, thanks for joining.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
They've got Enes Kanter, Robert Covington out there with Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Trent in at the shooting guard position. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. And James pulls it down.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
As a defender, hard to keep up with KCP in transition. He has excellent get up and go.
Here's Covington following the basket by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Back to Lillard. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Lillard's got 7 points.
And there's the problem. Lillard just too quick and too shifty to stop cold on any dribble drive.
Gasol against Cantor. Here's LeBron. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. LeBron's got the game tied up here for the Lakers.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Kuzma with the ball. Caldwell Pope kicks to Gasol. To the inside, stolen by Cantor. Right side Jones for three. The shot misses. So the Lakers will take it the other way. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip. And Cantor pulls it down. Trent gets the bucket. 6 points for him.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here's LeBron. Keeps it alive.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
Well, he's been everywhere, and collecting those rebounds, that ends any kind of offensive possession and gets them started.
Lillard bounce pass. Cantor dishes to Lillard. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. Here's Horton Tucker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Lobs it up for Anthony. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Harrell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s. Players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 7. Anthony kicks to Lillard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Lillard's got 9.
I don't think he even feels that kind of contact. His focus is just too good inside. Nothing a defense can do.
Harrell, the pass to Horton Tucker. Shoots from the block, and that's off the glass and in. And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebounder year over year.
The Lakers trail. Caruso, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Good, nice job down low. 6 points for Kentavious Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, and then knifing into the middle. Caldwell Pope, not just a perimeter threat. Young fella can elevate.
Hood dishes to Lillard. Cantor inside. Harrell on him. Hood kicks to Anthony. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And Harrell slams it in.
Montrezl Harrell with a throwdown that gets his teammates up.
2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Back to Lillard. It's stolen by Morris. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Really most effective when he's in attack mode, and KCP with the athleticism to do it.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. To the middle. Cantor finds Hood. Lillard outside. 6 to shoot. Will it go? Anthony trying to get open. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Lillard.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Lakers ahead. They lead by 2. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Morris is out there with Marc Gasol. Then it's LeBron James. Then it's Matthews. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 3 spot. And Morris throws it down.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Here's Trent following the basket by Markieff Morris. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
And the Lakers making a change here. Kuzma's checked in. And that one's good. James.
No doubt among the best passing centers to have ever played this game. Gasol is a guy you can run your offense through, makes quick and decisive decisions.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Now here's Matthews. Robert Covington unable to get his last shot to go. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Oh, that's blocked. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Matthews. Cantor checked in for the Trailblazers. Puts it up off the inbound. And it's Simons missing. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Here's Cantor following the basket by LeBron James. The 3. And it's Simons missing. Lakers leading by 7. Matthews scanning the floor. Gasol passes to Matthews. Pass to Horton Tucker. It's blocked.
That's good footwork from the big man as Cantor aware defensively to get to that one.
And stolen by LeBron. Outside Gasol. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Lobs it up for Cantor. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. The shot by LeBron, no good. Trailblazers trail by 7. Jones, that's for 2. Portland, no good that time either.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Now here's Gasol. Shoots over Cantor. A nice shot by Gasol. Gasol's got the lead up to 9 now for the Lakers. It's Covington on the wing. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Trent. The Trailblazers rebound. From deep. Pass to Simons. And another shot. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Los Angeles leading by 9. Kuzma outside. Portland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Covington finds Canner. It's Covington on the wing. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Clock at 6. Passes it to Trent. Here's Simons. They need this one. Drills it from outside.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, that effort just not good enough, because even if that defender was a bit taller, the shooter already locked in.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And stolen by Kuzma. Now here's James. Kuzma outside. Gasol on the high post. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And now a 10-point Laker lead.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very...
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do. And Dave.
Kevin, thank you very much.
You're right, Dave. That is scary. Thanks for that one. And checking out some numbers for Luka Doncic.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for the Lakers, we've got Caldwell Pope. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Marc Gasol. Then it's Matthews. And it's James in at the 1. And he makes the first but misses the second. Greg, the 2 words you and I don't like the most in this game, load management. Why do we see more of it now than when you played in the game?
A couple of things. I think sports science has evolved, and I've talked to a ton of coaches about this. The reality is that now they don't determine whether or not a guy's going to play. It's going to be the people that work with the strength and conditioning. They determine if a guy is ready to go. Secondly, I would also say the contracts now, the investments that teams have in these assets, you want to try to prolong their careers as long as possible. And so I think it's a smart move from an investment standpoint.
You bring up some great points. And Kuzma slams it in.
I tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game. And he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
To the left side wing. Kleba kicks to Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. That one doesn't go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
And you know what? If they run away with this game like they did in that one, I'd expect to see plenty of minutes again for the guys coming off the bench.
And although it seems like KCP will never be a huge factor on offense, he can still give you valuable points and also that spacing he can provide out on the floor.
Yeah, I agree with you there, and it's a valuable tool kit that he has because he can provide some playmaking and shot making and spacing of the floor. And he's also become more efficient as an offensive player. But he does know and recognize that his strength is at the defensive end, his athleticism, mobility, and versatility. And offense is tertiary to his contributions.
Now, here's Doncic following the miss by Wesley Matthews.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there. And, you know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's LeBron. Good work defensively by Richardson.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Porzingis on the foul.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Doncic, and Doncic throws it down.
One of the things I love most about Luka Doncic, his court recognition and awareness. This guy is so sharp and alert, understands how to play.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And the first one drops.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Caruso. 11 points for him in that last game against Washington. Caldwell Pope finds Harrell. Outside for Caldwell Pope. 4 on the shot clock. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And with the leaping ability that Caldwell Pope possesses, he knows when to bounce to the rack and throw it down.
Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Luka Doncic. Now, here is Morris. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Harrell kicks to Morris. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Mavericks. 6-point lead. Their last game, a win against Boston. Looking to carry it into this one.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
Brunson against Harrell. Brunson, good.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
5 seconds left to play here in the first. Brunson, no good. And so it's Dallas. holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're And earlier we got a few words from Marc Gasol regarding his...
The way he plays defensively, you know what he's...
And of course, Gasol and Leonard won the championship together in 2019, largely, Greg, because of their ability to play defense and get stops.
And 2 former Defensive Players of the Year on the same team. That's going to be your foundation. But both guys were tremendous at the other end as well, albeit in different ways.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Mavericks?
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Markieff Morris. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Caruso in at the point. Here's Brunson, following the basket by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Brunson finds Hardaway. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
When Hardaway Jr. is forcing the issue like that, it draws the defense's attention, and I like his aggressiveness as a scorer.
Now, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win.
Nothing out of the ordinary there for LeBron. I mean, insane athleticism.
Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein.
And, you know, when you've played over a decade and a half in the league, it's expected that you're going to slow down, but LeBron still going strong.
That's tipped. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And Doncic throws it down.
Boy, you look at Luka Doncic, and it's clear. He's got the entire package, a full repertoire, especially at the offensive end.
Tipped away and stolen by Richardson. And they're on the break. Jumps up. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Matthews against Doncic. And he banks in the layup. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, I love watching Doncic go to work there. Assertiveness is the key, and that's part of why he's so successful.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. The first free throw is good.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Out to Porzingis, all alone. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
You know, Porzingis' game is custom-made for the pick-and-pop stretch big. This guy can do damage from the perimeter.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
A minute 20 left now here in the second. And Doncic, here we go. Over LeBron with the putback. Porzingis on the follow. Porzingis has got 6 here in this quarter.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
And it's LeBron missing. Mavericks leading by 12. Richardson with it. Matthews covering. Johnson surveying the floor. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Finney-Smith. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. That shot wide open. Johnson's got the lead up to 14 now for Dallas.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The drive by James and finished off by LeBron.
You know, once he takes that first step, LeBron is virtually unstoppable. Raw athleticism gives him the upper hand.
Doncic passes to Richardson. They double him with Matthews. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. The wide open look here for Porzingis from outside off the mark. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And yes, it's good. James has got 17.
And, you know, you come to expect this type of play from LeBron. I mean, he's relentless when he's in attack mode.
Thompson with it. Up in time. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so, thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the end. Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 14 points, and the Mavericks.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been a clinic out there by James.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
Yeah, you know, he's been up in the air so often, he's been absolutely a pest on the defensive end.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward.
Doncic showing you his ability to finish. I really respect his aggressiveness in taking it to the hoop and handling contact.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Mavericks leading by 10. Here's Doncic. Missed inside. And here's Gasol. They'll bring it up for the Lakers. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Here's LeBron. Chalk up 2 there. James has got 21.
Hard to play better defense than that, guys. I mean, but right there, James simply overpowered it.
And stolen by LeBron. Caldwell Pope with it, and it's Richardson picking him up. That one goes in.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Matthews against Richardson, and the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut back down again to 6 with the basket from Matthews.
Matthews strong and confident, able to finish through tough defense there.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Pass break, Dallas. Kleba, the pass to Porzingis. Here's Finney-Smith, guarded by Kuzma. Passes to Kleba. Just 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Tries it from 19. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
Lakers trail by 8. Feeds to James, and the layup is good. LeBron's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Both teams will make substitutions. He's perfect from the line this time.
And, you know, early on, Doncic has proven to be a leader. I mean, this guy is somebody that can shoulder the offense and take and make big shots for his team.
Morris trying to free himself up. Harrell, that's good.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Here's Doncic. Makes it off the glass. Doncic has got 12 points in just the second half.
Boy, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Outside for Caldwell Pope. Here's Morris, knocked loose, and so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. And the Mavericks making a change here. Johnson's checked in. There's 1:17 left in the third. Here's Caruso, and the rejection by Cauley Stein. Powell down low, covered by Morris. Johnson outside. And the shot goes in. And now a 10-point Maverick lead. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Dallas.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Caruso. Off target from outside.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Brunson scanning the floor. Stripped away. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's Caruso. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Here's Brunson with 1 on the clock, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. They've got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Morris. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 3 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Harrell finds Morris. Caldwell-Pope on the wing. 6 on the shot clock.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
The pass to Brunson. Hardaway against Morris. Left side Hardaway. Now here's Brunson. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. Brunson, good.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
Caruso kicks to Caldwell-Pope. Drills the 3-pointer.
Very effective at spacing the floor. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope has gone from an average outside shooter to a dangerous one.
Here's Brunson, and it's sent back by Morris. And he's able to get it back. Powell dishes to Hardaway. Now here's Brunson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one falls for Brunson. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Marc Gasol is checked in for Harrell. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Markieff Morris. Wesley Matthews checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's LeBron in for Alex Caruso. And then for Dallas, Porzingis, he's checked in for Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Johnson. And it's Richardson in for Tim Hardaway Jr.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Yeah, and they've been on the winning end. I mean, effort is one thing you can always control in addition to attitude. I would credit this lead to force of will.
Matthews passes to Horton Tucker. Back to Matthews. Out to Kuzma. Up again, and Gasol able to finish.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
And it's in there. Doncic has got 30.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too. You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
The drive by Doncic. The shot, no good. Gasol with the defensive effort. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 13-point game. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's James, and the dunk by LeBron.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
Doncic feeling it out. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Doncic has got 6 in the quarter.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Rejected by Gasol.
You really got to admire the reach of Gasol. He's excellent at utilizing those long arms of his to turn away shots.
Tell you what, you've got to build a wall around the bucket to keep this man from attacking.
And Greg, even then, he might just go over it. Check out the elevation he gets here. My goodness.
Boy, I can't get enough of that, guys. I mean, he is a true rim wrecker.
Doncic outside. Porzingis trying to get free. And Doncic throws it down.
Doncic doing a nice job showing you some sneaky explosion and athleticism on that throwdown. You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
And they double up Doncic. Lays it up and banks it in. Doncic has got 36.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Mavericks.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep, and that has to be a relief.
You know, as interconference opponents, tonight was their only chance to get that revenge. I mean, they won't see each other in the regular season again until next season.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Luka Doncic.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And the Mavericks with possession here. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Burke. He gets that one. And the Mavericks lead by 11.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Cauley Stein goes in. Count that bucket.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit. He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
2003. This is.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interest. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for taking a look here at some of the numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. We've got Damian Lillard, Robert Covington out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Trent in at the 2. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings mid-season?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, you know, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change, but sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 16s, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
Here's Lillard, following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Jones kicks to Covington. Here's Lillard. Covington trying to break free. Lillard, the pass to Covington. Here's Trent. Richardson covering. Here's Kanter. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Shoots the 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple. And Doris, as if it were destiny, Kleba grew up in the same hometown as Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki.
And this is a fun and extraordinary story to tell, because in 2017, Kleba texted with Nowitzki before signing with Dallas. But though they come from the same town, they didn't know each other until they became teammates. That's extraordinary.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Lillard with it. He's picked up by Doncic. And the basket by Lillard.
What strength from Lillard, just not allowing the defense to have the last word.
Richardson finds Porzingis. Back to Richardson. From past the arc. Shot clock reset for Dallas. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. That one's not going to go. Now Portland takes it the other way. Last time they met was in Dallas, where they beat the Mavericks.
Yeah, it was a narrow win, but at that last meeting, I think foul trouble for the other side may have really just tipped the scale and allowed them to escape with the W.
Oh, no doubt. Playing aggressively, forcing the action, that often works in your favor, and it did the last time around.
And you look at Robert Covington, first-team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Johnson comes in for Maxi Kleba. Hardaway's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
And Covington, maybe not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player, can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
You know, it seemed to me they were shying away from a foul there. The D still has to be a little bit more physical than that. He's got to feel you.
It's stolen by Anthony. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. A nice shot by Simons. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Boy, Carmelo Anthony is capable, when he wants to, of spotting that open man. Pretty pass.
Here's Doncic. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
That puts them in the lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
Here's Simons after the Mavericks pick up 3. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Hood drives in. Now the pass to Simons. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
I really admire the presence of mind from Rodney Hood. He's terrific at realizing when one of his teammates is wide open.
The Trailblazers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
Stolen by Cantor. And here's Anthony from the arc. And that one released in time, but no good. And that concludes a back-and-forth high. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing.
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's Derek Jones. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Simons in at the 1. The Trailblazers shooting well, 50% from the floor. Here's Simons. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Simons has got the lead up to 2 now for the Trailblazers.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Brunson. Offensive rebound. Here's Doncic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Doncic has got 6.
Well, Luka Doncic has every skill necessary to be a difference maker on the boards. Let's begin with his great size.
Now, here's Kanter. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. A nice shot by Simons.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here's Brunson, trailing by 2. Doncic, no good. Here's Jones, and Jones slams it in.
So much attention drawn by Melo, able to create the opportunity for his teammate.
Doncic looking it over. Passes it to Cauley Stein. Brunson. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
For Portland, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Anthony against Brunson. Anthony, the pass to Simons. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Out to Doncic. Pass to Cauley Stein. Back to Doncic. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Yeah, that was a rough outing. They did a few good things, but the inconsistencies caught up to them in that one.
To be perfectly frank with you, I'm surprised it was as close as it was. I thought they were outclassed all night.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Porzingis, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. Johnson comes in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And it's Richardson in for Hardaway. Portland leading by 4. One-on-one fast break. Here's Lillard, and the layup's good off the glass. Lillard's got his 3rd basket of the night. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Lillard with the bucket.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Up top, Doncic. Covered by Lillard. And Doncic gets it to go.
Well, it looks like he has put that rough first quarter in the rear view. He's starting to cook here in the second.
Pass to Trent.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just 1 pass more?
Richardson kicks to Johnson. His 3-pointers off the mark. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. They lead by 4. That one misses.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Richardson outside. Clock at 6. It's hauled in by Trent. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up from 17 feet out. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Lillard. Anthony's got the lead up to 6 now for Portland. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Their biggest deficit was 6 points in the... And...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. He kicks it to Doncic. Shot clock at 5. High post try. The Mavericks rebound. Here's Porzingis. And it's good off the back rim and in. Porzingis has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Mavs. Lillard the pass to Cantor. On the wing, Jones. Now here's Lillard. 8 points for him. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
And now Portland on the break.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Here's Doncic. That one off the back iron and out.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Doncic has got 13.
Man, that is ridiculous range from Luka Doncic. Yes, step across half-court line, I'm in my range.
Here's the lob to Lillard.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Doncic passes to Porzingis, and they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Porzingis shrugs off the hit. That work in the weight room paying off already. You gotta love the time he's put in to make himself a challenge.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. And the basket by Lillard.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Brunson scanning the floor. Three-pointer. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Lillard outside. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And how about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
On the pass to Cauley-Stein. Fires from 14. And it's Portland with the rebound. Cantor's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Anthony. Lobs it up for Cantor. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Richardson with it. Cantor covering. That shot misses. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Richardson, good.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Lillard against Brunson. Lillard with it. 15 points in the game. And then Lillard slams it in.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Now here's Brunson. Richardson gets a wide open look. Here's Cauley Stein, and Cantor over to help. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And that'll give him a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
So it's Portland now. Portland leading by 9. Stolen by Brunson. Here's Richardson. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Richardson's got 4 points this quarter.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Simons, the pass to Lillard. There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. It's rebounded by Brunson.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Here's Richardson. Richardson missing again. Got it up. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Portland bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Robert Covington out there with Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter, and it's Simons in at the 1 spot. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Doncic.
Luka Doncic is in distinguished company because his game is so far advanced for his age.
Covington passes to Simons. 7-foot shot. Johnson with the block, and he recovers it. They get it back. Here's Trent. 6 to shoot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Trailblazers. On Friday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets.
And for that game against the Warriors, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
Doncic outside from deep three-point range. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Kicks to Covington. Here's Simons, guarded by Doncic.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
That doesn't go either for Doncic. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's Trent. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Hardaway.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Here's Kleba. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Kleba's got his first points of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
It's Covington on the wing. Passes it to Trent. Count it. Good. Now, Doncic. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
It's Covington on the wing. Pass to Simons. It's 2-on-1. Jones against Doncic. And he finishes nicely on the way. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Luka Doncic loves the big moment, and he delivers.
Right side, Jones. Pass to Canner. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
You know, you have to use the bounce pass in that instance to make the catch easier.
And here's Doncic from the arc. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Simons, yes, that goes in. And now it's a 9-point Portland lead.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
The 3 for Doncic. Cans it from downtown. Doncic has got 20 points.
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
And there's the pass to Trent. This one for 3. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Lets the 3 fly. But they get it back. Over to the wing. From deep. Tips it up, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. And now just a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
Jones, the pass to Simons. It's Covington on the wing. Pass to Simons. Over to the left wing. Off target with his 3. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up. It's just about game time. The Blazers never looked more confident. A moment here now to see the numbers for him.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Derek Jones is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Trent in at the shooting guard position. And for the Lakers, Matthews out there with LeBron James. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Marc Gasol. And it's Kuzma in at the 4-man position. And the former Utah Ute, Kyle Kuzma, can play either forward spot. Has a good blend, Smitty, of size and speed.
Yes, Kevin, but right now I prefer him at the 4. The reason why, he can stretch the floor, but he can tack a lot of those big forwards. And his shooting, it will get consistent as the years go on.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Back to Lillard. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Jones kicks to Covington. Shot clock at 6. Lillard fires away from way outside. The long distance 3 is buried.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep 3.
James finds Gasol. Gasol is doubled. Jones against James. And he elevates, and then the slam. Kanter did not like that.
Respect. LeBron showing the artistry that other players could only dream of.
And stolen by James. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Kanter, the pass to Lillard. Kanter kicks to Covington. And that one is good.
All-out effort all the time. Covington was undrafted, and he's worked his way into NBA minutes.
It's tipped. Covington with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Kuzma inside. Covington's there. 6 on the shot clock. James against Lillard. Can't hit from the elbow.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
Out to the right wing. Outside, Covington. Kicks it out to Lillard. From deep 3-point range, that one doesn't drop. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Well, what did them in was all the missed free throws. It could have been a much different outcome.
You hate to lose it at the line, especially when you're getting what you want in other areas of the game.
Now here's Lillard. After LeBron James's miss, bucket is good. Lillard's got 5 points so far. Greg, if your system overall for these teams, if the schemes don't seem to be working, how much can you really change before you get to the offseason, or in particular, before you get to the playoffs?
It's never easy. A system change would come typically with a coaching change. And the reality is you also have to evaluate the roster, and you can't fit that square peg into a round hole. Whatever your system is, it's got to be catered to the personnel you have. You can't go the other way around, and I think that's what separates oftentimes the good coaches from the great ones.
Here is Matthews following the score by Damian Lillard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, KCP steady there at the line. Nice work to draw the contact.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 58 seconds left to play in the first quarter. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That's his first foul. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Jones, the pass to Cantor. Outside Hood. Clock at 6. And here's Anthony from the arc. Hood kicks to Cantor. Pass to Anthony from outside the arc. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. The Lakers trail. Now the Lakers on the break. And Harrell slams it in.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Portland's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Back to Hood. Passes to Simons. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Over Harrell. Trailblazers keep it alive. Pass to Hood. Jones for 3. From deep. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him.
I think in the past, anytime
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Lakers here so far, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. They've got Jones. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Simons in at the point guard position.
I mean, a dunk machine dating back to high school. Montrezl Harrell is an absolute monster around the rim.
Portland with the ball after the basket by Los Angeles.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Now, here is Morris. Following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Caruso, the pass to Horton Tucker. They get it back. Harrell tries again, and the layup is good. Harrell's got the lead up to 5 now for the Lakers.
Incredible activity from Montrezl Harrell. So many of his points is off the offensive glass.
And the energy of a guy like Montrezl Harrell can rub off on the entire team.
Yes, it can. GA, he plays with a high motor, generates steals, blocks, and deflections. He's active all over the court, and now we're seeing it on the offensive end as well.
Now here's Anthony. His last outing, he had 24 points. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Anthony's got his first bucket of the night. Morris dishes to Harrell. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. A 3-ball. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And stolen by Harrell. And up before again for the Lakers running the court. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Simons. Trailblazers trail by 3. Outside, Jones. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Here's Horton Tucker. No points in the game yet for him. Morris passes to Caldwell Pope. Elbow shot is on the way. Another miss by Caldwell Pope.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Los Angeles making a switch here. James is checked in. And Portland with a change here, too. Damian Lillard's checked in for Derek Jones. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Covered by Morris.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Caruso, the pass to Morris. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one's on Anthony. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Now, here's Cantor. He's coming off a 16-point game against Denver.
He owned the glass in that one, too. No one could put a body on him.
Here is Matthews. The tray. Kuzma. It's good on the putback.
Rebounding often comes down to who wants it more, and Kuzma understands the value of second chance points.
Tanner, high post. Outside Anthony. Lillard outside. That one good for 2.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility. And, boy, he can strike at any time.
Here's LeBron. The shot missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Anthony left side. Cantor with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Lillard way outside. And they're unable to get the time basket there. For the finish. And James throws it down hard.
That was a great job creating in transition. LeBron, using his speed, puts himself in a position to attack.
Lillard fires away from way outside. The shot that time not on target. And that's it for the... Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 10 points and that'll do.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
They've got Kyle Kuzma. LeBron James is out there with Matthews. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Gasol right at the center. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. Here's LeBron, following the score by Damian Lillard. Kicks it out to James. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
It's how a lot of people play now. Rebounding techniques have changed over the years. Purists would say, not for the better.
They get it again. There's the pass to Trent. For the tie. Kept alive. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And, you know, Cantor can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
Here's LeBron. He's got 10. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? Wow. James has got 13 points.
A guy that great, you have to make somebody else beat you. LeBron's been hot tonight.
Back to Lillard. It's Covington on the wing. From deep. And it's Lillard missing.
That's one for their first 4 to start the second half.
To the paint. Here's Matthews. Pass to Caldwell-Pope. And a miss there on the triple. Trailblazers trail by 4. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Lillard from deep three-point land. Portland no good that time either.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
And what a competitor. I mean, he's been looking for a shot all game long. He shouldered almost the entire load for them offensively.
Here's Trent. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range.
It's enough to where you have to respect him. Had one triple in the first half, now has his second.
Kuzma inside, defended by Covington.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
Jones kicks to Lillard. From deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. Now just a one-point Los Angeles lead.
That gives him his second three of the half with 3 total for the game.
Inside. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor. .158 left in the third quarter. James, the pass to Harrell. Got a hand on it. Here's Simons. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. It's Covington on the wing. James against Lillard. Lays it up off the glass. Lillard's got 10 points in the quarter.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
It's deflected. They recover it. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. That'll put Montrezl Harrell on the line. It's on Damian Lillard. Markieff Morris is checked in for the Lakers. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for the Trailblazers.
You know, I can't remember any scouts predicting that Harrell would become this kind of offensive force.
Outside, Covington. Passes it to Cantor. Here's Simons. Back to Cantor. The dish to Anthony. Portland moving the ball around. Cantor, the pass to Carmelo. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That is his first foul of the game. Lakers on D. The lead is 2. Outside Hood. Shot clock at 6.
A very high motor, a 7'3" wingspan. Harrell is a versatile defender who does a great job of challenging shots.
They break it out, 5-on-3. And Covington sends it back.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Cantor. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Caruso. And the Lakers with another miss. Portland's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Pass to Simons. Anthony right side. Lobs it up for Cantor. And stolen by LeBron. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Lakers lead by... And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th, Anthony is out there with Rodney Hood. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Simons in at the point. Here's Simons. To the inside. It's stolen by Morris. Here's James. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Rodney Hood.
The defender gets caught in a bad position. LeBron powerful enough to convert through contact. Let's see what he does at the line.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Jones is checked in. You know, Steve, one thing you admire about LeBron, how he shapes a possession for his team. He'll create situations where he gets a mismatch or helps his teammate find one.
You know, Kevin, LeBron will use his high screens to just kind of shuffle defenders, make them think. Once he sees an opportunity, he'll pounce all over it. You can see him do this the most at the end of close games.
Caruso, the pass to Horton Tucker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Robert Covington picks one up.
The crazy intensity of Montrezl Harrell, using it to perfection in order to get calls.
And Portland making a change here. Lillard's checked in. Steve, one thing I always think of when I watch LeBron, how much fun it must be to be a teammate of his.
You know, Kevin, I wish I could have played with a guy like LeBron James. You get so many open looks and easy finishes with him on the court. One of the easiest superstars to play with, bar none.
Covington kicks to Jones. 5 on the clock. No good, unable to end this run.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that. Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
And once they roll the ball out there, Lillard turned on the switch. He is doing it all tonight.
Matthews dishes to Gasol. Here's James, and the dunk by James.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Anthony on the wing. Over Harrell. A rebound by the Lakers.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. James finds Caldwell Pope. And James with the basket on the assist by Caldwell Pope. James has got the lead up to 14 now for the Lakers. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And stolen by James. The pass to Caldwell Pope. From deep three-point range. Poked away and out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got two terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
To the left wing, Lillard from outside. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option. And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Los Angeles.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And after dropping game one in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a three-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for LeBron.
You know what stood out to me was the anticipation defensively. He sensed what the offense wanted to run, then found ways to disrupt that and cause turnovers.
They get it back. Jones, rejected by Gasol.
Gasol with those long arms is a shot blocking expert, especially down low.
And finished off by LeBron.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it.
As an athlete, you can never stop learning about the history of the game you play. It's about knowing who came before you and knowing what they did to change the sport and change so much else too. When you talk about the guys like that in basketball, one OG who I think doesn't get enough recognition is Elgin Baylor. Elgin grew up in Washington, D.C. in the 40s.
The sprawling metropolis of A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Marc Gasol. And it's LeBron James. And it's Matthews in at the shooting guard position. And for Dallas, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. That one falls. Now for the teams that are clearly rebuilding, should they simply play the young guns, Greg, no matter what, or do they make them earn their minutes?
Kev, I don't know that there's a right answer to that. I think it's really about the personnel and the personalities of the guys on that roster. And really, the front office should play a big role in that as well. But it's a hard call. You got to believe enough in those young guys to say, hey, that's our future. We're going in that direction. But you still got to also take care of your veteran guys who are kind of setting the table for your future.
That's the art of rebounding in a nutshell. Box out, hold your ground, and haul in the miss.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's Caldwell-Pope. Matthews tipped back in for 2. Matthews has got 5 points so far.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Now, here's Doncic. He had 31 points in the win against Boston.
It was his rebound that stood out even more to me. I mean, they could not keep him off the glass.
Caldwell-Pope passes to Kuzma. Caldwell-Pope right side.
A really smart opening quarter for them at the offensive end. Moving, finding good shots. They're 4 for 5 from the field.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. They get a hand on it, and stolen by LeBron. And James throws it down.
Oh, man, the all-around game of James. Capable of dominating you on both ends of the floor, like right there.
And LeBron James still the face of the league as he goes into his mid-30s. The impact he's had on this sport is really immeasurable.
Come on, Jay. I mean, he's one of the most recognizable athletes in the world. I mean, it's scary to think that LeBron can still turn it on and take over when he needs to. And you know what? Playoff LeBron is a very real thing.
Here's Doncic after Wesley Matthews scored. Pass to Doncic. Dallas moving the ball around. And Finney-Smith gets it to go.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
James looking it over. Outside Matthews. Back to LeBron. And James throws it down hard.
And James simply one of the best dunkers in NBA history, I have to say. Highly creative in how he throws it down.
1:46 left here in the first quarter. Doncic outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A pass to Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Throws it up high. The rebound by the Lakers.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
And there's the call on James. That'll be his second foul of the game.
2 fouls and we're not even out of the first quarter. That's not a good pace to set.
A different look for Dallas. Johnson, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. The Mavericks shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for LeBron. Mavericks trail by 6. Johnson kicks to Brunson. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter. Dallas, no good that time either. Lakers have gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. Offensive rebound.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Dallas Mavericks. Here's Brunson. Coming off a stellar performance against Boston. Hardaway with a wide open look. No good on the triple. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Caldwell Pope. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, the scrawny strength, the skinny strength of Caldwell Pope catches defenders by surprise. So good at getting fouled and still finding a way to bury the shot.
Nine seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Hardaway. Brunson with a clean look, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. A little bit earlier, we had a chance to chat with Kyle Kuzma.
For me, it's super cool.
Well, Kuzma, Greg, has certainly learned a lot, proficient at the offensive end, and adding more to his game every day.
Yeah, I mean, he's been focused on improving the defense and rebounding, and much of that is due to the players he's been surrounded by.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
Powell is out there with James Johnson. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Cauley Stein. And it's Brunson in at the point. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. And there's the foul. It'll go on Alex Caruso. That is his first foul of the game. And here is Powell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Kicks it out to Johnson. Three-pointer. Rebound the Lakers. And we're starting the second quarter. About a minute gone. Oh, Morris in position. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Out to Hardaway. From the arc. Morris with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 9. Here's Caldwell Pope. Got it. Good job in the low post. Caldwell Pope's got 9.
I really like it when Caldwell Pope leaks out on the break. He just finds a way to get past defenders and creates chances for himself in the open floor.
Knocks it loose. And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Matthews, he's checked in for the Lakers. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. The drive by Doncic. Count it. Doncic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
Horton Tucker. Back to Morris. And the pass to Horton Tucker. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
Hey, Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, And I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right
now. No, we don't do that.
The drive by Doncic and the dunk by Doncic.
You got to love the decision-making from Willie Cauley-Stein. I mean, aware he must keep improving as a passer.
Caruso, the pass to Horton Tucker. Here's Caruso. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And that one is off. Now Dallas takes it the other way. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That's his first foul. A different look for Dallas. Porzingis, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. And it's Burke in for Luka Doncic. The Lakers also with a sub. James is checked in.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Outside Matthews. And the Lakers with another miss. Mavericks trail by 9. Pass to Brunson. Got a piece of it. Floats it up for James. Porzingis with the steal. The Mavericks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. That free throw good from Porzingis.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
Now here's LeBron. He's coming off a 31-point game against Washington. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
You know, his offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish you.
Here's Burke following the basket by LeBron James. 44 seconds left in the first half. With the tip, Porzingis on the follow. Porzingis has got 6 points.
And what a motor. Porzingis is an all-star talent who is also willing to do the dirty work.
James, and LeBron throws it down.
He's not a guy who's going to sit back and settle for jumpers. He's going to get to the bucket every time he can.
LeBron against Brunson. Porzingis can't hit.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup, that'll get the whole team pumped up.
Matthews dishes to Morris. Kuzma kicks to LeBron. That's tipped. Here's Porzingis, the fast break chance, and the dunk by Porzingis.
And just wanting it more there. You gotta like seeing Porzingis beat everyone to the spot in the open floor.
From deep, Gasol. No good. And the first half is now in the books. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to the Lakers came ready to play. You knew when the Lakers landed Davis's team would be a... And that does it for our half.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at James, what a contribution.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
He did a great job of attacking the seams, getting to the rim, and then finishing strong.
Checking out the group of Frank Vogel to start the second half. They've got Kyle Kuzma. Matthews out there with LeBron James. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Gasol in at the center position. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 9-point game. Kicks it out to Richardson. Passes it to Kleber. 5 to shoot. Richardson outside. Rebound the Lakers.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
And they double up James. Outside Gasol. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. No good with the triple.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
And see, Webb, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope changing his approach before last season. He knew he wouldn't need to take on as much of a scoring responsibility.
Yeah, and what a team player, GA. I mean, KCP rededicated himself to defense. He tries to do more with less touches now. And that's the mindset you need to have playing with stars going for a championship.
Dallas making a switch here. Brunson's checked in. Alex Caruso. He's checked in for the Lakers. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And here's the fast break.
Oh, and the long arms of Caldwell Pope are so dangerous on defense. He is so good at making his man feel uncomfortable, which in turn earns him a ton of steals.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Yep, that one goes. Lakers leading by 10. Here's James. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
Dallas shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Now here's Brunson. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
And the way James dominates on the offensive end, making it look effortless tonight.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Richardson kicks to Finney-Smith. Back to Richardson. Caldwell Pope brings the double team. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. The shot by Kleber, wide open. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Dallas making a switch here. Doncic is checked in. Los Angeles making a switch here. And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Now here's Harrell. Here's Horton Tucker. Los Angeles with another miss. Mavericks trail by 12. Kleber, the pass to Richardson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Doncic. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Harrell's got 5 rebounds tonight. Caldwell Pope for 3. It's rebounded by Doncic.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
Porzingis at the elbow. Back to Doncic. To the middle. Right side Porzingis. Pass to Kleber. Out to Porzingis. Just 4 to shoot. He's off on that one, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Horton Tucker, the pass to Harrell. Kuzma inside. Now the pass to Horton Tucker. Pass to Kuzma. Another shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Coming out of high school, Kuzma was a very raw player, but his development was fast and furious at the college level, and he continued to get better once he entered the NBA.
A different look for Dallas. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Johnson comes in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And then for Los Angeles, Morris comes in for Caldwell Pope, and Wesley Matthews subbed in for Alex Caruso.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
Morris passes to Horton Tucker. Now here's Kuzma. Takes a 3. No good there.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Doncic finds Richardson. Back to Doncic. Kicks it out to Johnson. Here's the 3. Up again. It's good on the putback.
You see the length helping Cauley Stein right there? I mean, that's what allows him to be a factor on the boards.
Passes it to Morris. And here is Harrell. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's see what he had to say.
Hey, it's all about physical.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Dallas, Cauley Stein is out there with Johnson. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Richardson, and it's Doncic in at the 1 spot. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That'll be his second foul of the game. Dwight Powell's checked in for Cauley Stein. Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Richardson gets a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've led by as many as 14 points.
And Caldwell Pope just blows past defenders with his speed. Just a sensational finisher all around the bucket.
Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Doncic dishes to Powell. Here's a look at the schedule now for Dallas. On Thursday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Saturday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Brooklyn Nets.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. No good from outside. Mavericks trail by 10. Johnson with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Pass to Doncic. It's Richardson on the wing. Doncic against James. And contact. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Frank Vogel talk to his team during the break. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Now Hardaway following the three-point attempt by Wesley Matthews. Here's Johnson. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Porzingis, he's checked in for Dallas. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Now, there you go. His first three-pointer of the night. That should calm him down. Maybe even get him going a little bit.
Doncic feeling it out. It's Powell on the wing. A pass to Porzingis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
and putting his long arms there to good use. Porzingis has a large catch radius on those alley-oops.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Caruso's checked in. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Finney-Smith, defended by Gasol. Porzingis against Matthews. Kleber kicks to Finney-Smith. Just 5 to shoot. Dallas again turning it over. Los Angeles leading by 9. Caruso, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Lakers passing it around to the right side. And there's the pass to Caruso. Fires for 3. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half. Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
James checked in for Alex Caruso.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
Mavericks trail by 6. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here. And
the coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Oh, you love how effortless James makes this game look. Everything comes easy to him.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident as he's able to go up and knock those down.
And the dunk by Doncic.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
Oh, yeah, they still got work to do, but what a job they've done to get back into this.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
The drive by Doncic. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Gasol finds James. Matthews, no one around him. Nails the tray.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
And Doncic, here we go. And Gasol sends it back.
You got to be wary of Gasol. I mean, he's good at using his length to turn away shots.
Doncic passes to Richardson. The second chance effort. 40 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. LeBron kicks to Kuzma. Wesley Matthews on the wing. No good on the 3.
Can't waste any time here.
And you're right. They desperately need a bucket, and every second matters.
Porzingis against Gasol. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you see how tough Gasol is. I mean, he has no issue with physical play.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Caldwell Pope against Doncic. From downtown. Can't hit that one. And so the Lakers take the win. This was David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris. and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. And with
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed, something special, David. Thanks. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. And for the Trailblazers, we've got Robert Covington. He's out there with Jones. Damian Lillard out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Trent in at the 2. Richardson, no luck. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a loss to the Nuggets.
Poor execution in that one. Not sure what led to the lack of focus, but coaching staff definitely not happy.
And they made some comments themselves that some of the fault might have lied with them because they didn't go in with the best of game plans and they didn't make the right adjustments. So we'll see tonight if they do.
Kleba, no good. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. And he comes up with the deuce.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Doncic against Lillard. Here's Porzingis, and it's blocked.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
And he decides to go old school with the finger roll.
The Mavericks have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Lillard against Doncic. And this is the time of year when teams can start to lose their focus just a little bit. How tough is it, do you think, to stay motivated at this stage of a long season?
Well, teams who have big aspirations, Kevin, aren't suffering through any of this. The other teams that are trying to be acutely aware of the potential of their team are watching their players very intently as to whether their focus can be maintained during the next 2 to 3 weeks of this season.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Richardson outside. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Maybe a little more fundamental with positioning there to be ready for that offensive rebound. Porzingis, some extra effort on the offensive glass that time.
Here's Trent. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Denver. Jones, the pass to Trent. He feeds it to Lillard. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Yeah, Lillard aggressive in this game so far. Awesome at finding different ways to attack close to the rim.
Doncic outside. There's the pass to Richardson. From 11 feet away. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Richardson. Doncic has got his second basket of the game. It's Covington on the wing. Back to Lillard. Kicks it to Jones. Here's Trent. Good work defensively by Richardson.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if they're going to keep missing layups.
And Doncic, here we go. Shoots over Lillard. And it's Doncic missing. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. Last time they met was in Dallas, where they beat the Mavericks.
And they scratched out a close win the last time these two teams met. I think their ability to attack and create foul trouble for the opposition was a real factor.
Well, it was, because they got to play a lot of the second half against the second unit. The guys that ordinarily would have been out there were stuck on the bench with all those fouls.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Here's Porzingis, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
That's good footwork from the big man as Cantor aware defensively to get to that one.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there. He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
On the wing, Jones. Lillard against Doncic. Porzingis with the block.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one away.
The offensive rebound. Excellent D from Cantor. And now here comes Jones leading the break. And Jones with the stuff.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when asked.
I know that when the main guy...
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, Hardaway is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Cauley Stein. And it's Powell in at the power forward. Outside, Jones. Over to the wing. Here's Simons. Cantor kicks to Hood. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Hardaway with a wide open look. They grab their own miss, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Cantor, high post. Pass to Simons. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Portland shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And one of the highlights on the season has been their ability to make free throws. How about 82% as a unit?
Mavericks trail by 12. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Hood against Hardaway. Here's Brunson, and he banks in the layup. Brunson's got his first 2 points.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Simons, the pass to Anthony. The putback, it's good on the putback. Cantor's got the lead up to 12 now for the Trailblazers.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Cauley-Stein passes to Powell. Johnson double teamed. Pass to Brunson. It's tipped. Simons surveying the D. The dish now to Jones. Simons, the pass to Jones. Powell pulls it in. Mavericks trail by 12. Cauley-Stein kicks to Powell. Pass to Johnson. Down low. Cauley-Stein passes to Powell. The baseline J off the mark. And it's Jones with the ball for Portland. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Hood finds Anthony. Back to Hood. The Mavericks pull it in. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
And it's Hood in the corner. Anthony down low, guarded by Hardaway. 6 to shoot. Here's Cantor. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
Man, if you're going to grab it, grab that thing. He just lazily reaches out for that, and the result is it's deflected right off of his hand.
And Portland making a change here. Covington's checked in. The Mavericks also with a sub. Doncic is checked in. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Inside. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Anthony dishes to Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
Melo good at scanning the entire floor, and that's why that time he found the open teammate.
Brunson scanning the floor. Good work defensively by Anthony. Trailblazers leading by 10. Covington kicks to Hood. Outside Anthony. To the middle. Out to Hood. Out to the right wing. Simons. From outside off the mark. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. 2 points. That one goes.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Back to Anthony. The pass to Cantor. Outside Covington. Lobs it up for Cantor.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. It's time now to go courtside as we send you. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 8 points and 1 assist. And that'll...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
We've got Damian Lillard. Enes Kanter is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Trent in at shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And even 3-on-3 break. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Trailblazers leading by 7. Lillard the pass to Trent. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Portland, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Both good from the line that time.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Richardson with it. Jones covering. Richardson the pass to Porzingis, and he uses the glass on the layup.
They're going to take a little bit more to get Porzingis off of his sweet spot in his offensive game now.
It's Covington on the wing. Kleber defending. Porzingis with the block. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Now here's Kleber. And the layup falls. Kleber's got his first points of the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Lillard finds Cantor. Here's Trent. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Trailblazers. On Friday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets.
And for that game against the Warriors, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
And Doncic throws it down.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Here's Lillard. Porzingis with the block. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Now, Kleber, taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Here's Richardson, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. And now just a 3-point Portland lead. Lillard attacking, and they pick up 2.
Just straight quickness. Lillard showing off the effortless blow-by.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Elbow shot. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Well, he can shoot the three, so defenses have to go out and overplay him, and that's what creates lanes for him to do stuff like that.
Doncic against Jones. Pass to Kleber. Doncic right side. Shot from 12. Porzingis on the follow.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Covington finds Lillard. To the inside. Here's Cantor. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Portland. And Dallas also making a switch. Johnson's checked in. Anthony against Johnson. Passes it to Trent. To the paint. Porzingis with the steal. Swiped away. Here's Covington. And Portland turns it over again.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. And the dunk by Powell.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
The Mavericks trailing. Here's Richardson, and it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. To the wing on the left. Simons, the pass to Covington. Lillard dishes to Covington. Pass to Simons. Back to Covington. Portland needs to get off a shot. And it's denied. And they're able to recover. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. For Dallas, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Richardson, no luck. Here's Lillard. Johnson with the block.
Well, if you can use that athleticism on offense, why not try it on defense? James Johnson putting his 7'1" wingspan to great use.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Trailblazers out in front. They lead by 1. And right after this, we'll bring you this.
Keep working the game. Possession by.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Mavericks. Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with James Johnson. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Richardson, and it's Hardaway in at the small forward. To take the lead, and Covington sends it back. Here's Simons, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. And the Trailblazers lead by 3. Here's Brunson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Anthony finds Covington. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
Don't want to be careless around Cauley-Stein. That's when he rises up and blocks shots away.
Cantor checked in for Robert Covington. And Dallas with a change here too. Porzingis, he's checked in for Cauley-Stein.
And sometimes as a point guard, you gotta take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. There, you respect the decision-making from him out there.
Lillard outside. from deep. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Trent's checked in. Then for the Mavericks, Maxi Kleber comes in for Johnson. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Doncic feeling it out. 6 on the shot clock. To take the lead. But they recover it. Kleber kicks to Hardaway. And here's Richardson outside. Nailed from three-point land. Richardson's got the lead up to 2 now for the Mavs. Anthony on the wing. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Porzingis.
Well, Melo undoubtedly still the leader of this team in terms of when they need to calm it down and they need some offense. He's the guy they're going to look to score it.
Jones checked in for Portland. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Dallas. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
That free throw good from Doncic.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
Anthony kicks to Lillard. For the 3. Offensive rebound. Kanter finds Anthony. Lillard outside. Second chance shot. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. Lillard against Doncic. Again, the Mavericks score.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Lillard from outside. Portland no good that time either.
He's getting good looks on the floor, but he simply cannot bury anything right now. He's got to stay confident, though, because everyone knows he can hit those shots.
There's 1:38 left to play in the final quarter. Finney-Smith passes to Kleber. Down low. Here's Doncic. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the 2 teams, they've clearly been the aggressor. That is why Melo wants the ball. No fear whatsoever letting that one fly.
Doncic outside. Lets it go with a 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive. And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
There's a minute left in the 4th quarter. Doncic outside. All sorts of time, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
Lillard surveying the D. Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Look at your watch. It's Lillard time.
Here's Finney-Smith. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The pass to Jones. Lillard from outside. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
And here's Doncic from the arc. And Jones pulls it down.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.